Hi, I'm Chris Stewart from Kerberos Productions, and I'm going to show you a little bit about Sword of the Stars 2. Sword of the Stars 2 is a PC strategy title wherein you basically start in your galaxy, you got your colony worlds, and you expand out, research new technologies, build yourself fantastic new ships, and then get into battles with them. For people familiar with the genre, it's from the 4X genre. The 4X is being explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. For people familiar with, say, Civilization, just imagine it as being Civilization in space. So I'll quickly walk you through it here. Fire up the game. Okay, so set up a game. You pick your star map. It's not a final build, so normally you would see your star map up in this spot here. Lots of initial settings you can set up, so if you want to play a quick game with your buddy, you can. Give yourself lots of technologies and colonies. If you want to play a long, broad game with 7 of your pals in multiplayer, you can do that too. You go in and you can pick from one of 6 races. We made very, very cool, very, very different alien races. I'm taking the Marigi, which are these cool bird-like guys. I will start the game up, and you start off right off the bat in a 3D star map. Now what we've done is we create these cool maps and the star points, but every time you start the game, a new game, the stars are randomized and the planets, as you can see around here, are randomized. So that's one of the things we've done to make the game really, really replayable. So longtime veterans, even though they're familiar with the game, even though they have a favorite map, are never going to find themselves bored because they know where everything is. Very, very simple surface information for your empire. Your economy's up here. Every time you click on your planet, the planet information is here, and the solar system information, even information about your fleets. But like everything in the game, as you want to get more detailed, as you're more comfortable, you can dive down into it. So I can see specifics about my fleets. I can dive in to have a quick look at the planet in detail in the solar system setup. So that's my cool world there with all the night lights. I don't know much at the beginning of the game about what's around me, so I start looking at other stars. I can tell, for example, there's a gas giant. I can't live on a gas giant, nobody can, but there are 3 planets that might be something cool. So I basically set up things like survey missions to go see what's there, and later I can set up colonizing missions to colonize the planet. I can even patrol it. If somebody else is there later, maybe I can get into a fight with them. Other things you can do in the strategy turn is we have a randomized tech tree. And this is the start of the game. What we have is a randomized tech tree. Like the star map, we do it so that players don't find an optimal path in a static star map and then it becomes boring for them after a while, or new players find they get easily dominated by older players. We want to keep people on their toes and keep it challenging. So we don't show you where you're headed to next. You pick your technologies, you start researching them, and then when they're complete, new parts of the tree will open up. Sometimes some technologies will and some won't. You never know. But all the core technologies are there, so you're always going to be able to build up to cool big ships and get into lots of fun there. Now, speaking of ships, as you get technologies, you get new weapons and new ship sections, and ships are divided up into 3 sections: engine, mission, and the command. And then you start mixing and matching them. As I cycle through here, you can kind of see the silhouette changes. I can pick the weapons I want to put on it, not the final build, so normally you'd see the nodes there, where the turrets are. And you can even, at a certain point then, once you're done building it, right now it's got the default name, but I could give it the ship a name. I can give it some test fires here and the weapons testing thing to see how I like the weapons layout I've given it. I can save that design and then go back in and build it and add it to those fleets, the fleets that I send out to survey other planets and all that. Now, eventually, you can see the enemies over there. I'm going to expand out to here. He's going to expand out to here. And the game, at the end of a turn, will go, you guys are in the same space. Did you want to duke it out? Are you at war with this guy? And that's where Sword of the Stars is a little different. We are not a pure 4X game. We are a pure 4X game that also has real-time combat. So very much like Rome Total War, say, if people are familiar with that. You do your turns very exactly like a 4X game. but then eventually you bump into somebody, and when it's time to fight, we let you go down into test combat. And then, welcome to E3, small glitch. Hang on 1 second. Here we go. So you jump in. I'm now in the solar system. There's all the planets nearby. There's my world and the nearby star, and these are the ships. Very, very easy for people to get into. Click to select, click to move, click to target and shoot. But for more experienced players, you can get in there and you've got your controls for rolling your ship or even moving to the next level. And last but not least, then eventually you're going to get into wanting to shoot. And you're going to want to blow stuff out. And that's the last X of the 4X, the exterminate. Now, we have diplomatic options. I don't want anybody to think that you can't become pals and share a galaxy or play scenario games where there are certain win conditions like gathering artifacts and all that. But at its heart, Sword of the Stars does let you, well, lets you build your sword for the stars and get out and get into some fights. So that's it. So that's the quick look at Sword of the Stars 2, which is coming out at the end of the summer. Thanks.